I was here for too many of the crashes, Austin. 2007, that meltdown, we fortified, we refinanced, we fortified our banking system, right? The rest of the world didn't do that. Now, I get China it has a ton of capital. So in that respect, yes, but aren't the U.S. and China probably the two strongest countries on the planet to weather the coronavirus storm?
Maybe, the thing about virus economics that's a little different from the regular recession or even financial crisis economics is that the best thing you can do for the economy in a virus has nothing to do with the economy. It's to slow the spread of the virus and to engage everything you have on the public health side and give people comfort to try to tamp down the fear. And the only thing I would say is that I don't think it's helpful that you've got the White House not revealing information and the president himself going out and saying things that are false. That's really damaging.
You nailed the word. Now, I did a monologue earlier in the show about one of the most important things in an event, a black swan event like this coronavirus, it is the fear. I mean, if we feared, a few hundred deaths in America, we would be in trouble because more people die on many, many things, including flu and car accidents, etc. It's fear. You're right. This is steeped in fear, but eventually the fear subsides. What do we have on the backside of whatever this coronavirus panic is, a month down the road, 2 months down the road, which most experts predict will be the outside of it? Don't we still have a robust economy, an economy that Donald Trump did put in place to weather a coronavirus?
Yeah, look, we can argue about did Donald Trump put it in place or what it was, but I think you're right. If this has the feature like the flu, that as we go into the summer it goes down, I think a lot of things could come roaring back. But the thing is, Donald Trump should not get up and publicly say things like, oh, well, a lot of people who are sick, they can just go back to work. Or we only have 14 cases and pretty soon that's going to go to zero. All of those things make the fear worse because then when people see that those were not true, then they start to doubt the credibility of the U.S. government. And in a crisis, that's a worst possible thing you can do.
Is that more fear-mongering, let's call it that, than, let's say, an MSNBC anchor saying that this is a racial outbreak, or fighting in the aisles of a grocery store in Australia? When you see things like this, we have people panicking over toilet paper. Austin, has this not already been reported?
Look, I definitely don't want to run out of toilet paper, but I went to Costco. I saw what you did. They had hand sanitizer. I saw people dumping 14, 15 huge jugs of hand sanitizer in their carts. It does seem like there's overreaction. All I'm saying is when you get into a crisis, and this is true of every crisis,
is a crisis
important thing you have is
now
your
you said
credibility.
fear and you said crisis. Is this a crisis? Yes. There have been a handful, there may be more, but certainly nowhere near. I mean, we can name the top 10 ways to die in America, and coronavirus is nowhere near
so far.
Well, you'll never get
so far.
But I honestly think it'll get to the point where there'll be 50, 100,000 deaths from coronavirus. 400,000 people die from smoking-related disease a year.
No, Eric, there are a lot of bad things and a lot of people getting run over. Look, that doesn't make you feel better about something that is infectious. So it's not the purpose is not to make people overly fearful. Our purpose should be to give everyone the facts and tell them how they can go about their lives, keeping this virus from spreading as fast as it is currently spreading. In South Korea, they've done a great job. They've had lots of testing. As soon as somebody's identified that they have the virus, they socially isolate, and they've been able to dramatically slow the rate of infection. That's what we need to do.
But you know, while I have you,
pretend like it's not spreading.
While I have you, and it is spreading. And I'm important to point out that I think it will get worse before it gets better, but I think it will get better a lot faster than a lot of the people, mostly in the left-wing media, who are just creating this fear-mongering bubble it's just a cloud that's over the whole country. My wife is trying dry pasta, Austin. Dry pasta. I said to her, if you need to buy dry pasta,
that's kind of pasta.
You better go get a box of ammunition this big, because if things are bad, they can't get dry pasta. You're going to need the ammo more than you need the pasta. Very quickly, Why don't we, as a country, we borrow so much money, but what do we borrow? Trillions of dollars over the course of a couple of years. Why don't we refinance all this debt? I mean, the interest rates are down to nothing. Why don't we go to China, Japan, other countries who loan us this money? Either you refinance this, or we're not going to do it anymore. They need our currency. Why don't we refinance?
Well, look, it's an interesting idea, but it doesn't actually work that way for treasuries. Treasury bonds are not like your mortgage. Your mortgage, you go and you refinance. Treasuries are publicly traded, so they are effectively refinanced all the time.
All right, Boston Goolsbee, University of Chicago professor. How did I do, Professor? What's my grade for the interview?
Yeah, I'm going to give. Hey, we're going to virtual, so I'm going to send you a test online, and I need you to fill it out.
I promise not to have my really smarter uncle fill it out for me. I promise. Boston Goolsbee, thank you.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Okay, let's hear.